Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat right here. My name
Mhm.
is Luke,
I'm William.
and we're going to be checking out all of the actors who are playing in Avengers Doomsday. That's
Okay.
beginning production soon. Marvel released a 5.5 hour long video identifying all of the individuals that they're looking to headline in this movie. We're going to press play on this, but I'll give me your thoughts on this as we go.
Uh, I'm super excited to see if Marvel can do this. Very ambitious, lots of people. I
Yeah,
just finished watching all the Infinity Saga.
yeah,
I have made my way through all the Sony Spider-Mans with my son. We've taken the last year, and while waiting on stuff, we've been watching them. Uh, we're gonna start X-Men soon because I don't want to move him through the multiverse saga without have watched those other films.
that's smart.
So I'm super excited to see who's going to be here.
Hmm.
Uh, as far as we're concerned, the Fox universe is dead based on Deadpool, right? That's
Correct.
Deadpool and Wolverine has killed the Fox universe.
Yes,
Okay. So I'm excited to see what we got here.
me too.
Um, this should be fun.
Me too.
I think this is just a minute 47 here. And we see a little casting chair. So I'm ready just to see who we got.
Are you ready?
Yep, let's hit it.
Ba, ba, ba-dum. All right, Chris Hemsworth, obviously. Vanessa Kirby, okay, the Invisible Woman,
Okay, she's in this. That's big.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier,
Should be Luke
awesome.
Skywalker.
Yep.
Letitia Wright.
Letitia Wright, nice.
Black Panther. Paul
Nope.
Rudd. Never ages.
Nope.
He's a mutant.
White Russell, okay. Oh, okay, that guy can't say his name. His name more.
Namor.
Yep. Uh, oh yeah,
Samuel
okay,
Liu.
great. Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. Okay, we got a Scarlet. Black Widow.
Oh, Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey
Okay,
Grammer.
Lewis Pullman.
Beast.
Lewis Pullman is the guy who plays Nightcrawler.
Okay,
Joseph Quinn,
Joseph Quinn.
Paimon.
Okay.
David Harbour, obviously the Russian dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Winston Duke is in Black Panther.
Hannah I don't
Tom
know. Tom
Hiddleston,
Hiddle What?
the man. Patrick Stewart. Uh, Ian Mike
Let
Kellen.
me Oh, look at the music.
Oh no, Alan Cumming is Nightcrawler. My
They
fault.
go
Rebecca
Rebecca
Romijn.
Romaine.
Yeah, she is. James Marsden. Okay. Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a name for myself.
Pedro Pascal.
RDJ. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
What,
So
what's going on? What's going on? Is there anything left? Is that it?
let's see.
Now in production.
Don't think so.
That doesn't look it. Nope.
Yep. Okay. So
All right.
we have
I have to pull up the news on this.
okay. So while you pull that up, here is our cast. Right. We have the the original X Men. Okay. Sans Wolverine, sans a few others. Then we also have, because you don't see a Jean Grey in there, and we also have the newest iteration of the Fantastic Four. Okay.
mhm.
And then we have our current iteration of Avengers without Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, essentially.
That is a huge thing. There's no Spider-Man, no Spooderman.
Or
Sony
Spider-Men's.
there's no Sony because Battle World, if you know in the comic, the whole universal battle thing that happens that my English isn't Englishing right now. That's where Black Suit Spider-Man comes from.
Yeah, right.
So
Which is beyond Doomsday, supposedly.
yeah. So not having a Spider-Man there is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I did not see a Cumberpatch in there.
That's Doctor Strange. Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. At the end of the second, for both, at the end of the
Okay.
second Doctor Strange, which happens after Spider-Man: The
No
Multi.
Way Home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange literally leaves the planet. He leaves the universe. And that she says, what's her face walks in and says, "There's been an incursion and it's your fault." And he's like, "Okay." And he goes with her and he's got the eye of
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
his forehead. So I
Right.
think he's not currently in this movie. He's not on our plane of existence. He's in another
Okay.
universe. For Spider-Man, in his last movie, no one knows who he is, right? So my thought is they're they just know that there is a spider thing in New York City. They don't know who Peter Parker is. They forgot who he was, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, and my thoughts are, all of these individuals that are in our current MCU, and I'm not
Yeah.
including the Fantastic Four, all just so happen to know each other. Now, maybe
Well,
an envoy comes from this Marvel X-Men universe to the current MCU and says,
okay.
we've got a thing. We need your help with a thing." Right? And they go and get them. They go and get the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is all of the Marvel, the Paul Rudds of the world.
Yeah.
We don't have a Hulk. Also weird.
There well, there's been talks about that because they're trying to make like a Hulk standalone movie. I
Mhm.
know. And Sony owns the Spider-Verse characters, right? And Marvel acquired Fox, so they've got all those. But actually the Hulk is owned by Columbia Pictures.
Paramount.
No,
Universal.
not Paramount. Universal, yeah. So um they have to make they've already made deals with the actor who played the Hulk,
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, to be in so many TV shows as well as movies. And I think the She-Hulk was like the TV show end, but he still has to do one or two movies,
Yes.
and they want to make a Hulk movie. So, plus he's in like two or three movies this year already. So
Correct.
he just
No,
might be like, uh,
so there I think this tells us 2 things, okay? I think this tells us 2 things. 1,
yeah,
it's not an X-Men versus Avengers thing. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think Marvel would do that. But
okay,
also, that group of X-Men would have trouble against this group of Avengers. Second is I assume that these
mhm.
are all of the performers, actors who will be outside, meaning regular ass people can take pictures of them. So that's why they release these names. We're going to have these people out in the open. There's going to be extras around.
Okay, so these are not the secret cameo people that are making the story special. These are people that okay, you can expect to see these people out filming in Atlanta,
Right.
in New York City, wherever they need to film, out in Ontario or whatever. So
Correct. So the other thing that's one. The other
Vancouver.
thing is episode 2 of this Avengers version, which is Battle World or whatever they want to call it, can also then include your World War. Are you familiar with the Battle World situation?
Yeah,
Great.
yeah,
And so it can include your World War Hulk. It can include a Thor force that also has Natalie Portman in it. It can the um
yeah,
yeah, it can include 3 Spider-Men. It can include Doctor Strange and all the weird bullshit. It can include all this other stuff, and all of these people may not be in it at all whatsoever.
yeah.
The
So
only person I can tell you for sure that's in both movies, for sure, other than Doctor Doom, is Vanessa Kirby. For sure. She will be
okay,
in both
so
movies.
we know that in the Fantastic Four, we're in like a divergent universe,
I think so,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so it could be that RDJ Doctor Doom is from that universe.
It could be.
Right? It could be that Doctor Doom RDJ is from the X-Men universe.
Very, very much
That
could be.
because the X-Men are around, he never has to be a warrior that makes weapons and goes and never becomes Iron Man, but because of something anyway, I've got the cast pulled up here, and we have Thor, Captain America, Susan Storm, Ant-Man, Yelena Belova, Namor, Shang-Chi, Bucky, or Winter Soldier. Luke's favorite, he plays him almost every day over on Marvel Rivals,
He's
streaming
the most
on Wing
interesting
TV.
character in Marvel. It's not that close. Go ahead.
We have Letitia Wright as the Black Panther, but we don't know if she's gonna be they're talking about recasting a new Black Panther. Um, we have, uh, The Thing by Eben Moss Bachrach.
Yeah,
I can't ever say his
I'm
name.
sure.
Kelsey Grammer coming back as Beast is crazy to me. Uh, Lewis Pullman is the Sentry. Danny Ramirez Falcon. Joseph
Sorry to
Quinn
hear
as
that.
Johnny Storm. David Harper as the Red Guardian. Winston Duke as M'Baku, the gorilla
Right.
from the
He's the
Black
current
Panther.
he's the current king of Wakanda.
Yeah. Hannah John Kamen, who's the ghost. Um, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, which will be interesting because the last time we saw him
Wild.
was on the throne sitting in Yggdrasil. Um,
Uh,
Patrick Stewart as
that's not true.
Professor X.
That's not true. He wasn't in Yggdrasil. I'm so sorry. He was the
He's in the timeline that
right.
looks like Yggdrasil.
He's the Lord of Stories, and he's holding all the timelines together.
Yeah,
Like,
he's the
actually.
god of time,
Yeah. God of
god of
Stories.
stories. Yeah. Um, Professor X, Patrick Stewart, who I thought said he never wanted to play this part again after Logan. Like Ian McKellen coming back as Magneto, but it could be cameo like Doctor Strange 2, where they just get spaghettied at the beginning and like
Yeah.
their universe gets wiped out and like somebody escapes to the MCU universe to get help. Uh, Nightcrawler, that's Alan Cumming. Rebecca Romaine coming back as Mystique. Wow.
Wild.
Uh,
They're okay, so but for real, they'll never get Jennifer Lawrence ever again. That's one they will never get for sure.
they got James Marsden as Cyclops.
Okay.
Uh, interesting because his biggest thing right now is Sonic, right? Like,
He's in a show, a streaming show where he plays the president of the United States who gets kidnapped, and it's phenomenal.
oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that. Like he's talking to like a janitor or something. In the I've seen the cuts of that. Channing Tatum as the Gambit.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That
make
is,
a name for myself. Remember, we saw that movie together in
yeah,
North Carolina.
yeah. That was we caught that in the theater. That wasn't a coucher. You had to go see that.
Yeah.
Um, Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal himself, and Robert Downey Jr. So
I've got lots of thoughts here. I've got
wow,
lots of thoughts. Like, one is that Doctor Doom will be running from something, some interdimensional being that he encountered. And he comes to these two Earths and does this thing and brings them together, and they defeat him, and then Doctor Doom steals the power and becomes the Lord above all God character in the second Avengers movie, which is
yeah.
what happens in Battle World 2 in 2015, 2018, something like that.
Okay, so you're thinking like it was attract the enemy to steal the power without the heroes knowing kind of deal.
Yeah,
Um,
because we also didn't see
yeah,
the Silver Surfer listed there,
yeah,
who's in the Fantastic Four movie. So
yeah.
there's
Um,
I'm assuming outside of
Let me pull
3
this
to
over
5,
here so I can look.
assuming outside of 3 to 5 people, that the second Avengers battle world is gonna be everyone else
Yeah.
outside of
Well,
a few people.
I've
Uh,
heard different reports that have said that the one of the things they're going to make to this Fantastic Four is the Jessica Alba and I can't remember her name actress that was also in House of Cards. They made Sue Storm smart, but she's not, of course, as smart as Reed.
mhm.
And that a lot of this new Fantastic Four will play around Vanessa as opposed to Reed.
Yeah,
So I agree with what you said that she will be in both of them for sure.
for sure.
They will not kill off the Fantastic Four. Um, Chris Hemsworth said he wants to play Thor as long as they'll keep having him.
Yeah.
But after the last Thor, I don't know how much longer he can make that happen. Um, where's
I
Shang-Chi 2?
Oh, Shang-Chi also? I don't know. He's also got powers that can go to different dimensions as well.
Yeah. So
Um,
where's Shang-Chi 2? Like, I mean,
I
because
I would like to see Shang-Chi with the rings against Bucky, or, like, we put our 3 super soldiers, which is Wyatt Russell's character, Sebastian Stan's character, and the Russian guy, against
Red
Shang-Chi,
Guardian.
like, in a fight with the rings. I would
Yeah.
love that, that'd be dope. And do you wanna see James Marsden jump out of a plane and then stop himself from hitting the ground with the laser from X-Men
So,
'97? I think that'd be dope.
uh, X-Men '97 made the Cyclops hype real. Like
Dude, Cyclops
that
has always been cool. What are people doing?
the
There's a
the
scene in one of the animated shows where Sentinels attack the mansion,
yeah.
and, Cyclops is going through something at the moment, and so all the others go out attack, and they're getting their tail kicked, right? And Cyclops just walks out, and he's like, and then blows, like, a crater through like he's Goku, like, through
Yeah.
all these Sentinels, and then excuse me, Wolverine turns to someone and says, "That's why he's the leader, because
Yeah.
Cyclops is super powerful."
Yeah. X-Men '96 was amazing.
97.
97 was amazing. Uh, it would be interesting to see some of those cartoon characters come over. Like, uh, I know several people have been trying to get cast in X-Men roles. So, um, what's interesting is get it, Louis. Uh,
Why not?
these X-Men characters are not the ones we've seen in Deadpool or the Wolverine,
Correct.
right? Could they tie this in to Deadpool and Wolverine in that they lose the battle and Wolverine wasn't there to save them? And that connects the Deadpool universe to this
Yeah, that would be cool.
because they said Wolverine let down their whole universe. That one.
Yep. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Let's do that.
And that's why they can kill all of them in this movie
Let's do that.
and say, like, you did a great job. Thank you for making Marvel stay alive. You guys have been amazing. You are not the characters from the Logan verse. You're this other universe that's almost identical. You are from the new Wolverine from the Deadpool universe's universe, and we're going to kill all of you because you failed to defeat Doctor Doom or whatever entity in your universe.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah.
Wolverine
Yeah.
was off brooding because Jean didn't want him or she died or something, there you go. We can kill all of them. They can have their purpose in the story as well as connecting why that Wolverine needed to exist with Deadpool.
There's a lot of ways to do that. I think that's the way you've done it there is, the simplest.
Yeah,
Not the easiest, but the simplest. The easiest thing to do would have him in the first 10 minutes and kill him. But
yeah,
the the simplest in terms of, uh, palpable for the audience. Like, this
yeah,
is who these people are, because Wolverine wasn't there to stop this version of Doctor Doom or whomever.
yeah.
They all died, and there's this really cool epic storyline. You hear Ian McKellen yell "Fear Magneto" as he throws a ball of something at somebody.
Fear
Shout
Magneto.
out Marvel Rivals. But, it's like it's a kind of thing. If it's a Doom movie, it's gonna be about the Invisible Woman. That's what the
Okay,
movie is. It's about her.
okay.
It's about we may see 2 iterations of, um, Mr. Fantastic,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
We may see a Peggy C Captain Carter. And when I say 2, I literally mean John Krasinski. Like,
yeah,
and maybe they put him in the helmet and he's the thinker, and so he's like an
yeah.
evil version of himself. We may
Yep.
see all sorts of stuff because there's the possibilities are endless. And what I think is the most telling part about lineup,
Mhm.
this lineup specifically, is that they have 0 interest in, telling the same story twice.
Yeah,
So this is gonna be something super new. I don't think it's gonna be X-Men versus Avengers. It doesn't appear to be based on who they selected. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the old Battle World version in '83 when Spider-Man got the black suit. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the 2015 Battle World version. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the 1993 Spider-Man thing where he goes to Battle World himself and he takes, like, Captain America and a few other
Yeah.
people in that one episode. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a brand new, kinda weird thing. I
The
think
Russo brothers don't miss,
they've missed before, but
but
I
not with Marvel stuff. Like
not
they've
with
been on.
Marvel.
No.
No, they're 4 for 4 already, and I think that's, yeah, that's actually just a fact. I think it's beyond truth. It's a fact. So,
Yeah. Well, again, I'm looking at the cast here. Everybody except for Taskmaster from Thunderbolts is in this movie. So
okay,
post
yeah,
credit, their thing is they're all leaving the building, whatever. They've defeated whatever bad thing. They're fighting Sentry and they're having their shawarma like the Avengers.
for sure.
And they're thinking they're about to get their uh people finally respect them. They're the heroes, they're helping people. And then it's Doom shows up
Or James
or
Marsden
something.
walks in. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We need your help. Portal opens
Mhm.
and like, yeah,
It's interesting. Like I said, I think having Channing Tatum in there is really, really, really cool.
yeah.
Like, I'm also the thing about and this goes without saying, this iteration of X-Men, they are not young. These are not
No, no, no.
25-year-old dudes.
These are not people that will be keeping playing these characters for another 5, 10 years.
Correct. And so I
So
think this is also a telltale sign that Wolverine has been recast also.
Daniel
For
Radcliffe.
shit, that was loud. Yes. Somebody.
Make Daniel Radcliffe Wolverine
I'm looking at a
or or Zac Efron.
or Henry Cavill. But,
I don't need him to be that.
whatever. I mean, whatever. I don't care who it is.
I
Make
don't
it
need.
a chiseled absolute weapon. Like, that's all
Yeah.
I need. The Weapon X. You know what else that's, common amongst all of the characters that we've seen? Oh, also, sorry, Namor, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Doom, all have a thing with the Invisible
The
Woman.
Illuminati. Oh,
The Invisible Woman.
yeah.
They have a thing.
Well, uh I think it's interesting that the way they've cast it because Pedro Pascal being a Latin American,
Mhm.
right? And Namor, they changed it to be like what's it, Mesoamerican in order.
Yes.
So like, she's got a type.
She got a type.
She got a type.
She got type. But what I was gonna say was that in Captain America: Brave New World, which I liked, it was
I haven't
pretty
seen it
good.
yet.
It
Still
was
haven't seen it. Sorry.
it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the other Captain America movies, but it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
not
they
directed by the
mentioned
Russos.
correct. They mentioned adamantium in that movie,
Okay.
and none of these people deal with adamantium. Not a single person.
Yeah.
So who knows how that will go moving forward. I'd be interested to see if Wyatt Russell's shield is made from adamantium rather than vibranium.
In the
Because
future.
no, in Thunderbolts, because he has a shield that's shaped like the NFL shield,
Yeah.
like the logo. It's shaped like this with the loop tops.
Yeah.
He has one, and I imagine what if they're like, yeah, that's actually vibrate. That's actually adamantium. That's
Huh.
it's the hardest metal
Yeah.
in the world,
That
and
would be interesting.
be interesting.
Heavy
So
though.
heavy. But also, like I said, there is though like none of these people are related to adamantium. But if they do a Deadpool and a Wolverine and a handful of other people in the second movie that are adamantium people, then it will do a thing. But once again, I'm rambling, but I'm telling you, these two movies are about Vanessa Kirby. She's gonna be a huge part in these two movies.
Okay.
No questions asked. She might be the main character.
All right. Which would be interesting.
I think it'd be cool. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
She's
So
fantastic. So, yeah.
all right, so we have ranted and rambled. Let us know what you think about these castings down below. Leave a
Mhm.
comment, like, share, and subscribe. And we hope to get back to more content with you here on the couch. We will save you a seat for our next video. And until then, Peace.
Later.